That unknown caller documentary, I know myself, so I made sure not to watch it. But my feed has been just talking about it and talking about it, and that's how I just made a video about toxic family dynamics because of my, undiagnosed narcissist mom and everything. But like, so my brain won't be quiet because now, like, I knew this would happen. Now it's like, and you remember when this happened to you, this happened to you. So like, even though I just made a video, it's like, now you forgot this and this. So before I get into more of that, I thought maybe from my perspective I should tell you that it's not gonna be simple for you if you're going through something like that. I wish I could say it would be, but I know for me personally, it's like a process. The first was definitely denial, like, because I didn't have counseling before or like a third party to say anything was wrong, and society is like, but that's your mom. Like, so you just kind of don't suspect your parents of abuse when it's not physical. So you don't really see it because it's your normal. You grew up with that. You grew up in that environment. And once you do realize, it can take you years. Like me, I'm sure I knew way before, especially with like my lyrics from teen. It was pretty obvious. I knew, I just didn't know the name for it, like abuse. But I was told in 2021, and I did need like a break from her once I did get to live on my own. But your brain is just conditioned. You're like, yeah, but I mean, they love me, right? They wouldn't do that. How is that true? And you're still in that conditioned kind of mindset of, you still gotta protect them from people who are saying that about them, negatively about them, and how could they say that? And you still feel like you need to stick up for them, and you don't realize, and it takes a long time. It can take a long time. And be gentle on yourself. That's easier said, trust me. Like, I've been told that, but it's like, it just doesn't go in here, even though it goes in here. It's just, you forget. Took me over a year to start really letting it sink in and start trying to voice what I wanted. Like, I didn't want to be forced into a relationship with my cousin who lived there, who I was forced to, and they were just abusive and mean like my whole life, but I was forced to. And so that was the first step, and it was hard. But that was my big stepping stone. Like, yeah, good for me. I did this thing that I've always wanted to do. Wish I did. But my mom was the angry blow-up kind of person. Like, will kick your door down if they're mad at you person, break all your stuff person. And when you grow up with that, you kind of have a fear always back here that you don't up here think about. So I never thought, hey, I'm afraid of my mom. But obviously, yeah, I was. I just, in here, survival, it wasn't clear. If you can try to slowly dial down the contacts, that's really hard to do. I know for me that was like impossible. I wanted it, I needed it. Counselors are like, you need to find a way, and I was like, you don't understand my mom though. They didn't. That was the hard part, is they didn't understand, and it was very intense. So the only time I got a break was this year when she blew up again at me, was calling me all this stuff, saying all this stuff, because she didn't like that I took the second biggest stepping stone. The biggest one I knew she would hate was me saying about her precious shared son that I did not want to be forced in a relationship with him. I didn't want to contact him and stuff. And I mean, I talked about it in my other video. I know he was a kid and stuff when he came in, but I was like, he's old enough now, and we didn't talk anyways. But like, he was a horrible kid. Like, yeah, I think I heard about a movie like Child of the Corn or something, but like he would go around with knives and threatening all of us and chased my mom with shears before, and it was a horrible it was a horrible experience. So it was like, please do this for myself, do it. And then it backfired. Like, of course it backfired. She pretended like it was okay, but then she blew up and said, how could you do that, how could you say that, you're changed and all that stuff, and he's just a kid. And no, he's not anymore. I mean, that's the whole reason why I pretended for him, you know, like, because I was empathetic. I knew what he was going through with his mean, violent mom and stuff, and that's why I put up with everything. And for my mom, because I loved her. And so you do a lot when you love somebody, even when it hurts you. So obviously her ultimatum was, if you can't forget X and X that I did, which I never even brought up. She brought up because yeah. And she said, well, then I think we shouldn't talk anymore. I did make a video about this, so I won't go into it. But yeah, so just know that it's a process. Build your stepping stones. It's not gonna be overnight. It's gonna take long strides, and you might not even get there. And you know what? That's okay, because it's on your terms, right? Try and get help if you can. That last step of no contact, I didn't want to do it. Even when 2021, I seen all the TikTok videos of no contact, and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm brave enough to do that yet. Maybe she'll change. Maybe she'll be better. Maybe now I'm not living there, she'll improve. But no, that's not what happened. And I was told that's not what would happen. She is wired that way, and she's not going to change because it's all about control for her. And unfortunately, that was true. And for you, I don't know your life or if it's the same. But yeah, most likely they aren't going to change, and it is hard, especially if you constantly hear how they tell you how good they've been to you, like those good times, and how they did this for you, and or they threaten you with, KOing themselves, which I got a lot. If you did such and such, like leave them. Yes, my family did that to me. My mom did that to me. So if you have that, yeah, I am very sympathetic because I understand, but it's not on you, and that's the very hardest part, is when people threaten that you love, and you're like, you have to find a way to just know that's not on you. You didn't put anything in their hands. You didn't make them do anything. It's not on you. I seen a TikTok where it said that the girl from Unknown Caller, she did want to go and talk to her mom still, and that after seeing the video and documentary, she kind of changed, and now she's unsure. It's very most like I'm not her, but it's most likely she finally sees it from third party, because that's what it takes. When you're in it, you don't know. You have to see it. And then she's probably seeing how bad it truly is, how her mom truly is. And that is a lot to process. You have to grieve. You have to grieve that you're not getting that relationship you thought in your mind you had, that you needed, that you got taken away from you because it didn't exist. It was something else. I wish her good luck. I wish anyone who's going through it, who's seen this video, good luck. I was gonna make this different, but I'm gonna end it here. I mean, I have a sibling situation that is similar because of just how we grew up. So very cold, very no love towards me and stuff. And now I'm on the stepping stone of figuring out, do I gradually do the same thing, work myself up to no contact, or do I just try to find a way to change the relationship, match what she's giving me, which wouldn't even be a, hey, how are you doing? Like, that would be too much. Hers is it's transactional, and that hurts. And when you do get glimpses of the good things they do, that hurts more because you think you're wrong. Maybe they're